Alright, we're getting into round whatever it is. It's the win and in. So if we win this, we qualify, and we're playing against Frodaddy for it. Haven't played against Frodaddy, I don't know if ever. He started playing a lot more once I had already taken a break. Not a great opening hand for us. We're really looking for that wood elemental in turn 1. Didn't find it. This could be a little bit rougher than some of our past matches. We'll see what deck he's on. Alright, also the green deck. And if he has the wood elemental, we're already behind, unfortunately. But not abysmally so. I think I will play this Grove Guardian aggressively. I don't even have the Faeria to do that, or the Forest to do that yet. Well, what are we going to do with this? I guess there's no reason to play the Explorer just yet then. Yeah, no wood elemental on turn 1 is pretty bad for us. I think at this point, I'm considering dropping the Grove Guardian aggressively. Because obviously he has the land development, he's going to have a big advantage on this side of the board. Actually, because of that, I probably should have gone this way. I don't know. It's an interesting situation. Actually, I might just look to blow the Sagami at some point here. Develop the Grove Guardian defensively right here instead. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, that's really bad for us. This hand is really not great for this matchup at all. I almost want to blow the Feed the Forest just to get a new draw here. But I don't think that's a winning line. So instead we're going to have to defensively develop the Grove Guardian and hope to develop it, or to draw into a buff. Yeah, that's going to be our best line. I'll put it as far away as I can. Yeah, it's about as good as it's going to get. This way we can kind of go all in and try to draw a buff to take out his Feral Kadama, if the situation calls for it. He might just protect it though by keeping it next to the Wood Elemental. Regardless, if we draw a buff, we probably will do whatever we can to contest the Feral Kadama. Which won't be much. So instead, what do we have to do? God, need to draw something here. Yeah, it's all going to come down to what we draw. We can go in and take out the 3/4 and double collect this turn, which I think is going to be the best play, but we do get to feed the forest first. Outward Embrace isn't bad. But the real question is if it's enough. I mean, we'll go for it here. I don't think we have a better play. Let's just cut him off. Actually, do I use the Huntmaster to take him away? No, probably not. Yeah, this is fine. If he has an Elderwood, he can trade in pretty well, but we can, if he just has the Runins, we can use the 2-4 to trade in afterwards. So it could be worse. Theorangle. That's a good sign. No, that's not a good sign. He's a little bit ahead of us on Faeria. He's drawing a lot, which could mean that he doesn't have the buff and he's looking for it. Next turn we will be able to play down this Therian Golem. But he's thinking for a long time, which makes me think he doesn't have the buff, unless he's just trying to figure out which one to use, which, that's a very good problem to have. For him, that is. If we do get to trade our 7/7 for his, that's a great situation. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. I guess that's about as good of a situation as we can get here. Sagami's interesting. Double Sagami, too. Wow. So since he didn't have the buff here, we get to Therian and Runin's Guidance to contest this. Yeah. Seems fine. There's a chance I should play it defensively, but I'd rather not use my Huntmaster if I don't have to. If he doesn't draw it again, that'll might be game. All depends on what else he has. Looks like he has the Falcon Dive. Yeah. Oh, he does have the buff now. Okay, well that means they'll still trade evenly. Oh no, they won't, because he has this play. Okay. Well, Wood Elemental is a good draw here, I think. But let's draw first and see what else we get. It's fine. This is a little bit risky. But we don't have too much else. We're still pretty behind in this, actually. Teague is an interesting one. You don't see it too much nowadays. There's a chance I should have taken this land instead, just to keep him from off this side of the board. He could take this spot still. Yeah, I don't know. It hurts his Huntmasters a bit, but... Oh, jeez. Wait. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, looks like he's got us here. That is not quite lethal this turn, but I don't have a way to come back from this. So Frodaddy takes game 1. Oh, there. The real question is what deck to play now. The blue-red is decent against green, but then if he has a yellow rush, we're in a lot of trouble. We could play the red list and hope he stumbles. Yeah, it is a very aggressive red list. Let's give that a shot. And we didn't see Oak Fathers yet. Yeah, this is probably fine. Okay, King's Faithful in the starting hand is great. So we're going to try to take over one of the wells and push from there. So probably starting with a mountain on this spot. Depending. We'll see what he does this turn. Living Willow. Okay. We do want to develop away from that. Well, sort of, actually. We're actually fine with it. Yeah. Reason for this being, if he is trying to trade 1-for-1 there, we have the Outland Ranger plus Cypher's Wrath. Oh, but if he has a Falcon Dive here, this is really bad. Oh, that might be a big mistake. Well, we'll see what he has here. He's really considering this one. No Falcon Dive, please. Don't punish me. Okay. That's not too bad of a punish. We can still get the pressure on here. Yeah, we need to make the mountain. So it's going to be Outland, not Cyphers. Campfire. Attack, Cyphers. Okay, not the best position for us. Really depends on what he has this turn. But if we can start getting these axe grinders down, we'll be in a good spot. Basically, I just need to not completely lose control of the board before we start drawing Hate Seeds and Firebringers. That's really good for him. I probably will take the spot 1 back right here instead to develop the axe grinders. It's going to be worth it. We need a little bit of extra power to get through this red deck, or green deck. Ferrocodum is fine. So let's get in there. So next turn we have another Axe Grinder, or if we decide it's better, we have a Shed and Pest to develop. He'll probably attack the Axe Grinder here. Oh, he has a Wood Elemental too? That'd be really bad. Like, unbelievably bad. That just disgusted me. Okay. Could be a lot worse then. At that point, we will develop the Shed and Pest. Yeah, this is fine for us, actually. Okay, and there's the first Firebringer. So that's going to be a very important one. Gotta play down the Shed and Pest first, obviously. Do I want to develop lands here? No, I just want to take Faeria. It's more flexible. If he's got the Eldwood Embrace, it's not bad for him. That does use up a lot of tempo. We have the option of just starting to go face here. Even a Grove Guardian isn't that bad here. Eldwood Embrace is basically the worst play he has for us here, I think. Unless it's Earthcraft, Mountain Firebomb, something like that. That'd be really bad, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Firebringer's at 6/6. I'd like him to be a little bit bigger so he can contest the Ferrocodam as the turn he comes down. But it all depends on what else we draw. Living Willow. Okay. If we draw an Outland, that's good for us. Shed and Pest is fine. I don't think it's worth trying to draw for the Outland. So let's take Faeria and play Shed and Pest. Definitely attacking in. Don't want to give him the time to buff up and be a real nuisance. He is drawing here, which kind of makes sense. A buff isn't too bad for us anymore. Grove Guardian still doesn't do much. I think something like the Slam creature, Feral Kadama, would actually be one of the worst things for us here. That or Oak Father. He'll be able to step back with the Living Willow to collect with it. What's he got? Tiki. That's not on the list of things that are very bad. Awesome. So let's go ahead and make this trade. Yeah. Firebringers is 7/7. I'm trying to decide if I want to play King's Faithful or Axe Grinder. I think I want to draw first. Ooh. That makes King's Faithful a very good play. Alright, let's see what you got, Frodaddy. We're basically all in at this point. The Firebringer is really nice to have in hand, though, obviously. Hateseed can test the left side of the board nicely. King's Faithful plus Hateseed can trade into a taunt if we need to. We have a collection of one next turn. He can Falcon Dive, which would be bad for us. He double buffs the Tiki. We're okay with it. If it's double buff the Tiki, double Falcon Dive, that triple Falcon Dive would be insane here. But what's he got? Oak Father. Okay, that's what I was worried about. So what can we do here? We can hit for 10. Hit for 10, develop an 8/8. That's a very all-in play. What else do we have? Is it that all-in though? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's actually just fine. Because if we attack with everything, he'll have 4 or 5. Oh no, that's enough for Grove Guardian. Never mind. So the 6 one's definitely going at face. I think other than that, I just want to position it like this instead. And play the Firebringer. Yeah. This still threatens lethal next turn. And we have a bunch of resources left over if we need to. Yeah. I should have drawn first. Since I didn't, I'll take Faeria. Oh, that's a well played. Yeah, the reason for this is he can't clear everything. I think we'll be able to get lethal damage in no matter what he does. Oh no, if he... No, he already had to draw, so then that is the case. Okay. I love this deck. What's he got? We've got 14 damage next turn, so 1 Runins is not enough to survive. You can't just say well played and then leave me hanging, Frodaddy. Come on. Okay, he's gonna make us find the lethal. That's fair. We still have it. No, definitely with the Flame Burst, but not gonna show him the Flame Burst. Alright. Down to game 3. Now this deck can contest just about every other deck. Okay. Let's see what we got. Oh no, he said he picked the wrong deck? Oh, probably for his deck selection stuff. I'm not sure exactly what that means for us, but we'll definitely take this hand. It's very aggressive, can contest yellow pretty nicely. It is a yellow deck. We'll just start with that. This is probably yellow control then? Maybe it's blue-yellow Doomsday. That'd be interesting. So I'm not sure what that means, as far as the game goes, that is. But he's not playing an aggressive yellow deck, which is probably good for us. A Shaitan Vampire getting in your face is one of the easiest ways for this deck to lose. It's very hard to come back from. Okay. We're going to be dropping the King's Faithful here. So I'm going to double Prairie, because I don't need too many mountains. Okay. So we'll be able to Fire Elemental at some point here. He has to trade 2 cards into this. I think we're pretty far ahead. Depending. There's obviously a lot going on with that, but... Last Nightmare? Okay. That's fine for us. And here I think we'll just drop the Axe Grinder. And the Outland Ranger. We want to kind of trick him into trading, just so we can get rid of that thing. Okay. This probably looks like a really weird play to him. It kind of is, but I think it's fun. We do want to use the ciphers to trade for this. I think we're perfectly fine with that trade. But he's going to double collect instead. So we're threatening a lot of damage here. Wind Soldier, okay. So he might have the Shaitan here. If he has a Shaitan next turn, how do we beat it? We can hit him for 5-10 this turn, and next turn. So if we just put on more pressure and play down the Fire Elemental, then we're probably ahead in that race. Cypher's Wrath is a good play here, I think, though, too. No, so this is too far away to actually do anything this turn. If he has the Erodrum, then we're fine with that coming up. And he definitely doesn't have the Shaitan. So we're just gonna go for this play. I'm not positive about this one. This could be bad overall. But we do have the Firebringer as backup still. Is he gonna start racing? He is. Okay. Ooh. Never good to see people saying that. I mean, obviously he missed the 1 damage here. Alright. Now we're gonna Cyphers this guy. So Cyphers there, Campfire here, to keep it out of range of Soldiering. Yeah. This also threatens lethal next turn. If he has the Last Nightmare, he gets some damage in. Or no, you can't play Last Nightmare without going back to collect. But he can play that, but then we can test with Firebringer, also threatening lethal next turn. He might just think we're not on lethal, and go for something here. I'm not even sure what that would be. He's thinking a long time for this one, though. Desert Twister? Okay. Cool. So he's going to trade in. Interesting. Not sure about that one. Because of that, I would love to have a mountain right here instead. Just so we can Firebringer and not be shut off by a vampire. But the Windborn Champion's coming down here. So, what's that mean? If we Firebringer, he has to trade into it. Yeah, just Firebringer Faeria. If we play the Hate Seed, you can't even do that, though. I'm okay with this. It makes it a lot harder for him to remove the 6/6, and we can always Flame Burst the 5/5 if we need to. So he is drawing. Makes me think he doesn't have the answer. If he has a Soul Drain, he's still dead. He's thinking a long time for it, too. Did we get him? Interesting. Oh, okay. Well, I guess in that case, we're just going to take him to 1 and develop a lethal Hate Seed. I think that's easily the only play. 2 lethal creatures on the board now. Lots of pressure. If we draw Cypher's Wrath or Flame Burst, there's a good chance of it being lethal at any point. opponent's still thinking a long time for this one. Last Nightmare does save him for a turn. So very unfortunate that my opponent did end up losing like that, but that's the breaks. And I think we just qualified, guys. I need to check the brackets to know for sure, but that should be it. So I guess this will be the last video. I'll see you at the monthly cup.